Alright, people, what's going on, y'all? It's Achilles, man. We're back. And so today, man, I'm going to talk about PS5, my thoughts on it. Is a PS5 good to have in your hand? Sure. But, I'm not really having a problem with my console. I'm just having a problem with, just the console. Not really the console, just the concept of the games. My whole thing is with the consoles, people talking about paying $1,000 for a console, like the bundles, GameStop. There's no substitute good at all. And then I'm still thinking about, like, there's a thing in business called tying. You can't get, like, they're not selling regular PS5s by themselves, like GameStop, all the other ones. You have to buy a bundle. Like, if you're a kid or something like that, you don't have the financial means for a PS5. I mean, it shouldn't be that way, in my opinion. It shouldn't be that way where you have to spend exorbitant money on a console. I mean, it is just a game. It's new. Everybody wants it. I got mines, but I probably all together with the games and stuff like that. I got, even though I got the digital, I probably spent really a whole lot of money because I got what is it, Cold War and Watch Dogs. Those are the two games that I purchased. Am I mad about those games? No. Do I wish I would have done something else with the money? I mean, not really. Sit down. The phone. The graphics and stuff are pretty. That's what I will say about the PS5, but the bad thing I feel about, like, really feel bad about, is people who just recently bought the PS4 Pro recently, just so they can get the better updates or the better graphics in comparison to PS4, because now, like, PS4 at max is worth about 200 max. That's the bad thing about devices and stuff. It goes obsolete. Sit down. Trash can. That was garbage. Fortnite, a lot of games are sweaty. Sniped them. Am I like that? Yes, I am. I'm not bad at Fortnite. I'm not bad at Cold War. Cold War I just don't like. Cold War is probably the worst installment of the franchise. I could stream it right now. Multiplayer, I have like a 2.47 KD, but I don't like the game. Oh, you want to do that? don't like the game, bro. It's not like I'm gonna refund it. My friend, he went back to the store and I think he tried to refund it, but I don't blame him. The playability of the game is not good. You mean you spend like what, $60 to $70 on the game? We know that the playability of these games doesn't last that long, but at least you can go back and take a disc back. Sony, they have a process where you can get a refund, but the way I view it, I really probably will not refund a game outright. For what it's worth, in my opinion, a game is only as bad as you allow it to be. That's just my personal 2 cents. Like, 2K's had its fair share of issues, gameplay-wise. I feel like we've been knowing this for years. But if you really had to break it down and segment it, I'm not bad at 2K. I just played 2K the other day. Well, today and last night. I don't think that the game is necessarily bad. I don't think it's the best it could be by any means. But if we had to look at it from a standpoint, 2K could have done a whole lot worse than what it did, honestly. Honestly speaking, it did have a rough launch. I will admit that. But I got the game 2 days after, so I dealt with the inconsistency, with the choppiness in the park, all that type of stuff. But I'm convinced even with games like Watch Dogs, they could have easily hired a game tester. I don't know what exactly the protocol stuff was, but a lot of games, in my opinion, even someone asked me, am I going to get Spider-Man? I'm not going to buy Spider-Man. Spider-Man has to be $20 for me to buy it. I love Spider-Man. It's fun. I got it on PS4. I got that late last year. Way late in the life cycle, and I beat it in 3 days. I mean, the whole progression and skill tree was good. But, I mean, there was no point of even really kind of glorifying it, because, I mean, it was a good game. I'm not going to even lie to you. It was really a good game. The thing I would say about the PS5 controller, it does feel like you're, in some instances, shooting a gun, and it does feel like you're in a helicopter. That's one thing I like about the controller and stuff like that, but it's not big enough for me oh yeah, I need to study. I'm not getting paid to review anything. I mean, I think it's kind of cool if people can review stuff or products and get their honest opinion on stuff, but thank you. Where's the gun? I mean, I don't really need a shotgun. Then again, I do. So. We're not doing too bad here. I mean, 6 kills, we lost first game. I'm not really bad at too many games, but some of the games I bought, I just wish it didn't. I'm not bashing any games, I mean, Cold War, I'm pretty good at it. I just don't like, my friend, he refunded it, and I was playing with him yesterday. I told him we're going to be alright, man, we're going to be alright. And he had it. I don't really blame him for just being outright this game is doo-doo. But when you pay money for a game and the playability of the game is questionable, yeah. And the thing about Watch Dogs, they dropped a bombshell because the multiplayer and stuff supposed to come out tomorrow. and it's getting scaled back to 2021. A lot of games and stuff gotten scaled back. Studios and stuff are saying want to release it in 2021. Like I was looking for what you call it, Deathloop. That's not coming out. It said spring 2021. It's coming out. What you call it? 5 days before my birthday. So I'm not really mad at that. I'll probably get that as a birthday gift for myself. I'm gonna be 22. Someone asked me, am I old? Like I'm a grown man. I mean, I am a grown man, but I'm not really that old. 22 is not old in my opinion, but to the average kid, yeah, that's pretty old. What? Oh, he was good, but I shouldn't die like that. Me being objective here, it's a pretty strong thing. I don't really try to copy anybody or believe in just saying a handful of responses. In terms of talking about games, I mean games, it's already a lot. $500 for a console, a lot. $70 for a controller. I mean, I did spend $70 for a controller for my digital. I didn't get a headset and all that other stuff. I might get one, I might not get one. I might get the DualShock attachment that you basically put your controller on. I might get that, but otherwise, that shouldn't be $29.99. I don't agree with that. The bundles and the thing is kind of exorbitant and limits who can get it. I mean, asking a parent for $1,000 for pretty much $1,000 on a console, you're not really getting any games. I mean, they gave you probably 3 games with that. PlayStation, what is it? The PlayStation Plus 12 month and extra controller. I think it's like I forgot what it's called because I almost had one, but it was like $700 for one at GameStop. Like before, to pre-order it. I mean, I'm glad I didn't. Everything worked out in my opinion. I mean, I got it the day of. I got my PlayStation 5 the day of. Got it from Amazon, digital, and we were good. I streamed 2K. I'm gonna get on 2K later on. I really don't have anybody to run with for the most part. I mean, I try to hit some people up. I've been doing my thing. I played with somebody earlier. We came out successful in that one. He was shooting pretty good. I didn't really care about the points. I just cared about getting the dub. That's me just being completely objective here. So, any cooperative game that I think is out here, there's not that many PS5 games out here that really play with friends at all. I mean, the handful of games, you don't even see, the titles that you see pretty much non-existent. Like, you won't even see, if you go to, like, you have PlayStation 5, the top 5 games you're going to see, Demon Souls, you're going to see Spider-Man, you might see Cold War definitely, Cold War, you're going to see Godfall, and that's probably it, honestly speaking. That's the only, 5 games you're going to see. I went to Walmart tonight, and I saw exactly what was out there. Walmart didn't have any PS5s. I go ahead and check just out of curiosity, check the prices. Try to look up for my friends and tell them if there's any dead, they didn't have any. PlayStation 5, people not going to get their hands on PlayStation 5. I'll say at least probably 6 months in. That's objective. Everybody wants one for Christmas. I don't even think you have people get theirs at all. I really don't believe that. Strictly because if you think about the way they're selling out, PlayStation Direct, I was in there too. I went to every major retailer, day of or even prior, to try to get myself a PS5. I mean, I got it. But if you ask me, are the games worth the money? I would say no. That's me being objective. Like, why am I playing Fortnite right now? I played Watch Dogs. Surprisingly, I like Watch Dogs. It's one of my games I can just kind of casually just chill out on. Something to play as I go. Like, it's nothing too serious. There's a whole lot of side missions, side quests you can do. I've been doing a little bit of those. Even I played Astro's Playroom. That's free. It comes on the PS5, pre-installed. I don't think it's a bad game. You don't need no HD camera or nothing like that. You just need the game. Because the other Astro on PS4, you needed a camera, all that other stuff. I know people want the camera for like live streaming. I mean, I stream. Someone asked me, will I do a face reveal? I think I have done a face reveal, but that's the point. I don't really have the optimal streaming setup. I don't have a monitor. For me, that stuff's kind of, I would say it's segmented in my opinion. People want to have a $10,000 PC, all that type of stuff. I'm not mad at that, people do what they want to do with their money, but the extra fan base, they give you money when your equipment stuff breaks down. I don't know, man. I think in a lot of ways, people deify people and stuff like that. It's just kind of crazy. Or deify things. That's just me being objective here, but like someone said that Cold War is good. I'm really good at Cold War. Like, I could stream right now if I wanted to, but I don't know if anybody would be interested in watching that. There's like, to me, there's no best class setups at all. You have to have an idea of what you want to do. I don't really camp as much on Cold War. I'm decent. Like, I move around. Like, I play tactical. I'll put it that way. Call of Duty's about map control, locking down a portion of an area in your peripherals, so you're not paying attention to your peripherals, you're going to get taken out each time. I think that's a fair assessment of the game. I mean, in my opinion, it is. Because how many people do you know that actually check in corners? Well, people do check corners, but check peripherals. I would stream some zombies for you guys, but my guys and stuff ain't on, so it's just like, I mean, the zombies component of Cold War gives a dynamic. The onslaught mode should have left it alone. It's a great concept in theory, but poor in execution. Alright. Dr. Quick Mouse. Quick Mouse. Alright. Take the pumpy. Alright. The only reason why I'm playing this is it's probably out of boredom. I don't want to stream Watch Dogs because, I mean, that's just a single-player game. I know a whole lot of people watch me for 2K. I mean, I could be on 2K right now, but I'm a 99. And if I had one of my other friends on, he gets a PS5, we'll definitely be live streaming a whole lot more. But I'm not really that optimistic about 2K right now. Not because I'm particularly bad at it. It's just that, and my whole thing with 2K, you shouldn't have to create, 2 to 3 builds to keep the game interesting, the game fresh. That's just me being honest. 2K makes a lot of money off clothes. That's the new content. Clothes, my team, the packs. I don't want to rush this guy. I really don't. Yeah, he moved. And the storm finally on PS5 and stuff like that. On PS4 it looked terrible. That fool is still right there. I'm gonna have to rush this. Oh my god, my aim is so trash. I know, I hope you guys are staying safe with COVID. I know I have. I've been smart about, like, not going out. Not just doing some stuff, I told somebody I wouldn't be going out to any place like sitting down or people talking about going down, somewhere or going down to, a place with people linking, going to DC, going to, LA or going out here, different places. I mean, this year is terrible. We definitely need to get that vaccine so stuff can get back to normal. I'm still thinking about people talking about vaccines cause autism. It doesn't. Oh my god. People believe stupid stuff, regardless. And the person who said that falsified information. Like we talking about the flu vaccine gives people the flu. No, it doesn't. Came in contact with somebody who had the flu. The thing about the COVID vaccine that they said is pretty much everybody can't take it. Some people having adverse reactions to it because it's, stronger doses and stronger quantity. And then they're recommending it first to be given to people who are like 60 or people with comorbidities, high blood pressure, diabetes, just, stuff that pretty much impacts people. People with chronic heart conditions, asthma, stuff like that. My whole thoughts on COVID, man, like, you're not getting anything remotely fast, especially shipping. I know the thing about, I was a little bit concerned that my Amazon package got stolen. Honestly, when I got my email and stuff, and I was checking my phone or checking the updates through Amazon, I even contacted Amazon a number of times. The person was cool who I delivered my package and stuff like that. It was a lady. Everything was in there, so that's something to think about. Sorry, buddy. My thoughts on the game really haven't changed at all. About games in general. Like, 2K is pretty strong, but after you get past a certain threshold of, the grinding, it's already enough to, like, already have the console. I'm not bragging or anything like that, but if you don't have that many people to run with, it's kind of hard to venture out there or even be confident enough to want to even venture out there to play with randoms. And I know that sounds bad. Like, Rookieville is pretty good. That's just me being objective here. Rookieville is pretty good. I know whole people hate on Rookieville, but Rookieville, you just have to depend on yourself. That's the biggest thing. You don't have to play with anybody. You have a chance, at least. When you get outside of Rookieville, yeah, that really becomes the issue. Like 1v1, like who wants to play 1v1? I know I do. Cause at least I don't have to depend on anybody. That's the biggest thing that I like about Rookieville. You don't have to depend on anybody. Playing threes with people is probably one of the worst experiences. I never played threes at all. If I lost because of contact dunks and then me just missing. That was it. So, really, all I think is that, 2K, they did a great job. They did a great job, at least trying to fix some things around, but I don't think it really went off as smooth as they liked it. I think they had a successful next-gen release. They broke sales, as they always try to do each year. That's pretty much a company goal for each company to, surpass expected and estimated sales each, quarter. Or each, new life cycle, whatever product they try to relaunch or do. That's big, but at the same time, a lot of issues and stuff, once it plagues, just overall, I don't think there's that much you can do at that particular point. my honest opinion, I don't think you should have to pay for like an upgrade too. That's just my personal opinion. Like, it don't make that much sense for you to pay for an upgrade for a game. Like, people talk about Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is, I don't think it's necessarily coming out on PS5. You can it's backwards compatible. You can play it. It's optimized for PS5. But my honest opinion, man, games ain't really worth the money, man. I honestly believe that games not worth the money. Like, for instance, 2K. I mean, how much money can you spend on 2K before you be like, yeah, this is enough? Because that's the exact point I was at. It is true that they give you 100K. It is true that they give you 100K VC for having the Mamba edition. You don't keep any of your clothes. That's what I was mad about. That's exactly what I was mad about. What? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. That was an L. I'll keep on streaming. Once I got some of my guys on, I'll probably stream something else. But since I've been out of school and stuff like that, I mean, there isn't that much to do. School, while may be boring, like, I mean, you at least have something to do. Like, I'm not really a fan of school, being in school personally, but it definitely beats sitting around the house not doing much of anything. I mean, that's the way I view it. I might get back on 2K, but I'm not sure. Fortnite's supposed to have a new season come out, well, I think tonight, around like 2, 3. I don't know what they can do, man. Either way, I don't really think there's anything that a game in particular, like, I feel like a lot of games, they were very good, but they under-delivered, it's the case for a lot of stuff, like, let's say Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption has been out, at this point, almost, 2 years now? And the single player was by far the selling point of the game. That was a major selling point for the game. It was Game of the Year. It was one of the best-selling games of 2018 going into 2019, but if you really had to look at it for what it was worth, the gameplay on there was good. The expansion, the maps, stuff. It pretty much pushed PS4 graphically and by the specs almost to PS5, but they don't have a PS5 version of Red Dead Redemption. You can play it on PS5, but you're playing a backwards compatible version. But I don't think they would build Red Dead Redemption from the ground up. It wouldn't make that much sense, relatively speaking. Doesn't always used to be like that. Kill me now. I didn't even have a gun. I didn't even have a gun, so that was my bad for going in. I do have a center build on 2K21. I haven't spent any money on them. Like, I'm not going to. But let me talk about, what my thought on PS5. A majority of the launch titles on PS5 are at least the five main ones they're pushing you to get. Like I said, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Godfall, Demon Souls, Cold War. That's probably about it. That's at least, top four. The fifth one, I really don't know. Maybe Watch Dogs. I mean, Watch Dogs is going to sell for $40. I got the one. I got the one with the seasons pass, the 60, the upgraded edition. But let's talk about that real quick. The content on there, I won't say is not lacking, but at the same time, what I'm thinking about is how that guy's funny. My biggest problem with games, like right now, at least is $70. Like Demon Souls. And at least if you got that for on disc, you could probably sell it back, get some money back. But if you get that on digital, what is that going to do you in the long run? I mean, it might be fun. I know people get games for different reasons. For me, I like to get the trophies a little bit, but I'm not really trying to get a platinum. If I do so much for a platinum trophy, I just want to get the platinum trophy. That's just pretty honest. No point to me. Like someone asked me about Modern Warfare. I never really played Modern Warfare at all. Was I good at Modern Warfare? Sure I was, but I mean, everybody's goal and stuff like that. I was trying to build my channel around Modern Warfare. One game I think was crapped on a lot. It was bad, but it was halfway decent compared to the last couple Call of Duties. Infinite Warfare, but that's when all the loot boxes, the turmoil and stuff came from it. Yeah, you definitely shouldn't be spending no $20 on a game to get a specific variant. But all that stuff stems back from Advanced Warfare. That's probably the worst installment of Call of Duty. And then a lot of people crapped on Ghosts. Call of Duty Ghosts was a whole lot better than Advanced Warfare, I tell you that. The one thing I'll probably say about PS3 to PS4, that transition was smooth. Relatively speaking, that transition was smooth. The PS5, I would say it's It's going to be a rough transition for people to get their hands on it. And then, luckily, if you're really lucky, you won't have any issues with your console. I mean, did I have issue with my console? Sure I did. I mean, they had a whole thing where, like, downloads. I could download the game and just get stuck in the queue. I had to reset my console, like, 6 times. There's nothing wrong with that, I feel like, but a majority of the time, playing a game is not really one of those things that you want to do, in a sense. Like, why would I, like, even people talking about the downloads are faster, that's not necessarily true. Because for me to install 2K, That wasn't smooth at all. That was like good 10 hours. That was pain. But y'all did get a stream. I did say I was going to stream for you guys. When I got it, I did get it. We did that. I felt pretty good about that. Someone might be asking, am I going to stream different games? Yeah. I mean, I could stream Cold War Zombies for you guys. I'm pretty good at zombies, but, I'm not going to try to play, a 30-round game and be like, oh, yeah, this is good. I gotta be in the mood to play zombies. I do like the zombies, but that's not really doing anything. If I was spending 2 hours and I'm just getting around 30, I don't really think that's really in a sense, I do like zombies, but if it's fun, the pack-a-punch, all that type of stuff, you can load in with your already, gun and stuff like that. I think that's cool. You can have your multiplayer class, you can load in the zombies right with that. That's cool. What? Where's he at? I didn't even see this guy. Peripherals, man, peripherals. Let me charge up my phone, man. How do you do that? It's funny. I know people are talking about the days of traditional boots on the ground is back. I don't really believe that. I really don't believe that by any means necessarily like a traditional boots on the ground. Because when you tell me that when you're basically talking about boots on the ground, you're telling me that we're going back to the COD 4 days when people didn't really know exactly what the best class setup is, what type of attachments to run. It was purely by people just playing the game or getting owned. There wasn't that many score streaks to stack on score streaks. There was not really anything bad that could legitimately happen to people, I would say. Now, in the sweat fest of Call of Duty, I think someone might classify me as a sweat. I really don't care. I don't really play Call of Duty for the, that made, MLG or anything like that. Like, if I play 2K, I really don't care about 2K League. No shots at them or anything like that, anybody who plays for them. But I think to play a game for 10 hours or, try to play competitively, that's some people's goal. It's life-changing. Don't get me wrong, but I like to play a game. If I play 2K, it's going to be no longer than 20 minutes. I play a game, a couple games, I get off. That's my break. I think that's pretty good considering that, you play a game, you want to break your controller. One particular game, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I broke my controller and I put it back together. I hit it on the table. That was like 2K18, but 2K18 probably one of the worst games ever. I'm not talking about like I got a 95. 2K19, in my opinion, is what 2K18 should have been. But even with that, 2K, I feel like the last, I would say 3 years what 2K produced don't even count as an actual game. It doesn't. Because you gave us 3 unfinished products or whatever, or 3 betas essentially. That's really a driving force. People would be like, nah, you know, I'm not going to, you know, accept this. But, you know, us being 2K, on a 2K wave, you know, we're going to buy it. Same thing with Call of Duty. Nobody's really calling Call of Duty out for, like, you know, these bad matches. I mean, some people are, but, like, you know, I would never be mad if someone just said I just bought Call of Duty for zombies. To me, that's kind of person what I did. I branched off the multiplayer. Do I like the multiplayer? Not really. It's not because I'm bad or anything like that. I just see the same issues plaguing, you know, all the Call of Duty games. Matchmaking, skill-based matchmaking. Like, I played with a guy, we on the other team, the people on our team had like .30 KDs, like terrible. Me, I have a 2.42. We were playing, you know, Nuketown, the Nuketown playlist. I don't know if they have it. I know there's skill-based matchmaking because the other guy, I won like 32-9 against this guy who was a try-hard. And then they kind of counteract the teams. Like, they're not going to put 2 tryhards on the same team. Me and the other dude. I was talking to this guy. Most of the time we see me playing games, I'm playing solo. The only thing that I do not like playing solo is zombies. Like, you know, I'm not scared of zombies and stuff like that. But I like talking to somebody while playing zombies and stuff like that. If I'm going to play, it's going to at least be with one other person. But even with that kind of gets hectic. Like, you know, back in the day, in middle school days, man, shoot. I used to have this teacher, what's his name? His name was Jordan something. He was like from Mr. Mitchell. There we go, Mr. Mitchell. There we go. I used to have this friend. Okay. He probably launched. I could potentially stream some Cold War for you guys, but I'm not sure y'all would be even interested in seeing that. The way I play is, I don't really consider it camping. I don't head glitch or anything like that, but in Call of Duty, you're not really promoted to move at all. That's the honesty. You're not, I mean, you're not. Like, you get beamed with a sniper rifle. Like, it's pretty much bad. Like, I think you get quick scoped a lot. I mean, people talking about Black Ops, you know, Cold War. The return of quickscoping is back and it's better than ever. I mean, I've gotten killed by a few quickscopes, but people are head glitching behind walls, windows, and then, you know, the damage multiplier. Hit with upper torso. You're like a two hit kill. I'm just gonna use this to get this out of my slot. Just because I think a lot of games, man, if you really think about it, it is hype. Of course, I watch a few streamers here and there, but when I see these, you know, people just lying. Jesus, dude, you're terrible. I don't think anybody can be any less serious about AAA publish, like the title of a AAA publisher than maybe, in a sense, who's done a lot of reloads, like a reloaded version. I mean, Square Enix. I mean, not really. They kind of have a decent game, but I'm not really into it. Final Fantasy remakes or redos, like I mean, that's okay. But man, paying money for a lot of these games, you should just wait. The thing that I did not like when I went into Walmart and checked the game prices out, there's probably like a $10 difference between PlayStation and Walmart. I mean, it is business and commerce, so I mean, end of the day, it's your choice. But in my personal opinion, there was almost no reason to buy a PS5 with a disc drive. First of all, I don't like the way it looks. Second, I mean, it got a little advantage. You can get rid of a game easier. You can probably sell a game yourself. To me, that's not really a bad idea, though, because you with a digital console, the craziest thing that I saw on the web was like GameStop seriously having the price for a digital or refurbished PS5 digital console for less than what you paid for, like $170. Are you a crackhead? Nobody's going to accept $170 even lower if you accept it in cash. I didn't even know that GameStop even did cash back, but it's even less. If you do it in cash, it's in-store credit. Now that I'm not a huge fan of. You guys terrible. I really don't have to do that much. Because he has to come down there. But what I can do is something like that, and I can edit. But need to get down to that hill. I mean, I can. Person right there, I mean, I don't have to move. The way I see it. Oh my god. Sweaty. Well, you guys enjoyed the gameplay, man. I'm out. Well, I'll probably go stream something else, though. I'll probably go stream something else.